Well, this is the end. 2024 is a wrap, so let's take a look back and a peek forward. Guess who's back? This hoodie was a fucking terrible idea.
And if I had a penny, I'd have two.
Slice into a friend. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. This year is coming to an end. So this is officially my first complete year on YouTube. I had a few earlier videos, but I'll say 2024 is really when I actually started doing anything with any real regularity. And it's been a wild ride. I've learned a lot, but there is a lot more that I need to learn. I mean, YouTube is a very small part of what I do. And I've tried to capture a lot of that on this channel, but most times it's just me ranting or complaining about something I've seen on the news or something that's going on in the world. So I guess that will be a goal of mine for 2025. I mean, I still want to keep a lot of the discussion-based stuff, but I do want to increase the amount of behind-the-scenes things that I capture on here as I continue to build my dream company. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But first, let's see how we did in 2024. We made it to a total of 2,138 subscribers. I wish that was times 1,000, but you know, things take time, I suppose. We put out a total of 45 videos, I think, including this one, and racked up just over 46,000 views. I also wish that was times 1,000. The first video of the year that we did was the vlog back in January. You know, the affirmations one. Every morning I come outside and I start my morning yoga routine, namaste. And then I do my daily affirmations where I thank the universe for everything that it's given me and blessed me with and all the love and light that it's put inside of my heart. I also visualize my goals and aspirations and what I want to get done. And I find that as I move through the universe, obstacles and things seem to just fall down in front of me and things become very, very easy. I'm just kidding, I don't do that shit. Then we talked about the metaverse, Monique on Club Shay Shay, and the love triangle with the United States, Russia, and the Ukraine. What you will see there is that is like 3 completely different videos, and probably the biggest reason why I don't have 1 million subscribers yet. Obviously, that's the only thing holding me back. All the YouTube channels and experts will scream at you about having a niche and staying in your own lane, but I talk about things that interest me, and I'm kind of a scatterbrain, so this channel really represents who I am. We talked about the Israel-Palestine drama, the Houthis, and how governments are now the real mafia. It's funny how a lot of those things go from like front page news to people not caring about them in a week. Humans are so fickle. After that, I went on this AI kick for like 5 videos. And I'll say this, if you're not using AI to complete repetitive and mundane tasks, then you're missing out on a lot of productivity hacks. Then came the first and the last Trump versus Biden debate. I don't think we need to talk about that anymore at all. Then I recorded maybe one of my favorite videos, how I talked about how America is killing the middle class. If you haven't seen that one, you should probably watch it. Then vlog updates, political stuff, doomsday prepping, and reality TV. I think maybe when I started this video, I was thinking I would talk about each video that I did and kind of give like a recap maybe, but that was a really dumb idea. So I'll just say, we made a lot of videos. Oh, but something that did make me chuckle a little bit. I did this video about story structure and how to hook audiences and keep them coming back. That video has like 23 views. It's kind of ironic. Don't listen to me. But all while I was filming these videos and working on editing and production, yada, 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 I was still working on everything else. So as you know, or as you don't know, I am a writer. So finishing novels is my main job. In addition to that, I launched a newsletter that's doing pretty well. I'll have a video coming out pretty soon where we talk about, building newsletters and things like that. I launched another YouTube channel called the Stranger Than Fiction podcast. You should all stop what you're doing, run over there now and subscribe to that channel. There's a link in the description. So heading into 2025, for the business, I have 5 different revenue sources. 2 newsletters, the publishing arm, and 2 YouTube channels that will probably be monetized in January. So I'll be focusing on growing those, but I also want to launch the Altered Media TV channel and finally start doing some scripted stuff. Now, what have I learned that might help other people? This is gonna be 3 different takes of that same phrase, Rashad, you're an idiot. Unfortunately, that I'm vaguely aware of. Vaguely, now what have I learned? Now, what have I learned that might help other people starting their YouTube journey or just starting a business in general? Well, the first thing, all the tips in the world are no substitution for just doing it. If you want to start a business, start right now. Don't wait. If you want to start a YouTube channel, make your first video today. I mean, hopefully you have something to say or a unique perspective or something you can teach the masses, but just start. Too many people start things because it looks easy from the outside looking in, and too many people don't start anything at all because instead they think about all the ways that it can fail. Both of those views are wrong, and I will save you the trouble and a lifetime of suspense. You are gonna fail. The question is, are you gonna quit? Because success in this game is a continual cycle of failing fast and often. Like when I first left the corporate world to write full-time, people would be like, oh, you're so lucky. All you do is sit at home all day in your pajamas and write books. Like, yeah, that's so easy. You try writing a book. None of this is easy. It's gonna be the hardest thing you have ever done in your life. There's no blueprint for it, and there's nowhere to turn for help. You'll constantly face issues, and there's no SOP or standard operating procedure for you to turn to. You'll just have to figure it out. You'll often hear one of the biggest skills for an entrepreneur to have is a strong bias for action, which is true. But you also have to be a world-class problem solver. And that applies to every entrepreneurial endeavor, whether it's YouTube or OnlyFans. Now, what else can I tell you now that I'm a yearling in this YouTube game? I mean, I'm sure you've heard it all before. Things like consistency is key, thumbnails and titles actually matter, invest in ideas and skills, find your niche, control the controllable. You know, like don't focus on views and subscribers. Focus on making each video a little bit better. Yeah, right, like you're not gonna be refreshing the screen every 5 seconds to see if you have a new subscriber. Honestly, you just need to start. You really won't know what tips to apply until you have something to look back on, until you have a product, and then you can start refining it. You can't judge nothing against nothing. But Happy New Year to everyone. I hope 2025 is your year. I hope you achieve every goal you ever thought of, unless it's something weird like being the world's greatest serial killer, then I hope you fail. But anyway, I will see you guys next year. Toodles.